I want to make a short video giving a display of some of the league violations that we've been seeing lately, so it can be crystal clear as far as what you can and cannot do as far as league play. It's going to be pretty quick, but I'm going to go over some of the common things people have been doing as far as violations, and we'll go from there. So, on offense, we have a motion rule. Let me see another play, strong play. Okay, but we have a motion rule. So, motion rule consists of you cannot put a player in motion and hike like so mid-snap. You cannot do that. That's illegal. You cannot do that. What do we mean when we say motion snap? So, what we mean by motion snap is you have a player here. You place him in motion. You can hike the ball once he comes to a complete stop. So, that's legal. Now, what's illegal? Same player, Nelson. Put him in motion. And boom, you hike there. That's illegal. Although he is not in the play, it does not matter. It's a glitch. We don't want any glitch plays. We are avoiding lobby ball in this league. So, again, we have another player here. He did not come to a complete stop. Illegal. You cannot do that. Example, what you can do, you have a player you want to put in motion and complete stop, hike the ball, there we go. Totally legal. Complete stop upon hiking. Even if you have, let's see, you have any tosses here? Well, I don't see any tosses. Even if your motion player is the opposite side of the play, you still cannot do that. He did not come to a complete stop. You cannot do that. You have to come to a complete stop before you hike the ball. So this is legal. Player in motion, stops, set, and you can hike the ball. Totally legal play. Okay, enough of that one. Next violation that we've been seeing a lot lately. This is probably the more bigger one, so please pay attention. I'm going to go over it as quickly as I can. Shouldn't be rocket science, what I mean. I'll go to 3-4 odd. What's a play everybody uses? Cover 4 drop show 2. Random plays. So you are allowed to pull your safeties up, 1-2, and switch to another user defender. This is your free roaming defender. Free roaming defender and could go wherever he wants to go. Free roaming defender. So once the ball is hiked, he can go wherever he wants to go. Free roaming. You cannot move anybody else but him wherever the hell you want to move. The safeties can only be pulled into the box straight up, not from here and over here. No, they can be pulled forward for run support or for whatever your defense if you think it's going to be a short play. And you can have one user defender. Okay, another play that people do. Suppose you are blitzing. You pull your safeties up. You cannot do all of this, scooting players over, moving back, scooting players over, moving back. You cannot do all of this scooting over. We cannot do the one manual player is the only player that you can move. One manual player. One. This is the only player after you pull your safeties into the box that you are allowed to free roam with. This player can be a cornerback, a defensive lineman, a linebacker, but that third player that you choose after pulling your safeties into the box, that's the only player that you are allowed to use. Something else, upon blitzing, when you are blitzing, if you show blitz, you cannot come with your linebacker and stand in the gaps. You cannot stand in the gaps. That's AI manipulation. You cannot stand in the gaps with any player. You cannot take this player and stand in the gaps. You cannot take a defensive back and stand in the gaps. You cannot stand in the gaps. It's AI manipulation and it's not allowed. This is illegal. You cannot stand in the gaps. What you can do, you can pinch your line, You can spread your line. You can pinch the defensive backs. You can pull them up. You can back them up globally. That's what we mean by global blitzing. You can show blitz, and you see how they fill the gap on the blitz. That's okay. That's natural play art. That's okay. They can fill the gaps on a natural blitz. I'm telling you all this now because we will be clarifying and looking at tape, and we're going to start cracking down on this because a lot of people don't understand it. So if I show blitz here, that's okay. You can pinch in, you can pinch the line. One player is allowed to free roam. One player, whoever you decide it to be. So after you move him here, if you move him into the box, your next player can only be, let's say, Levante David right here. That's your only other free player. This player is the only player you can move around freely. Nobody else. You can't scoot him over, and then switch to somebody else. That's illegal. You cannot do that. This is your only player right here that you can move around and free roam with. You can spread the line. You can pinch the line. You can spread your linebackers. You can pinch your linebackers. You can move your linebackers to the left. You can move your D-line to the right. You can do all these things. You can pull back with the defensive backs. Global movement only. That's all. Can you hike the ball? Hike the ball, bro, so I can get over this play. What are you waiting on, dude? There we go. Okay, so I hope that clears up gameplay rules. Of course, the CPU makes the perfect pass every time. I'll go over it one more time. You are allowed to pull your safeties up, 1 and 2, and choose your user defender. Everybody else, globally moved. Globally moved. You see, I'm still on one player. Globally moved. There is no scooting him over here, scooting him over here, and then moving back. Scooting him over here, scooting him over here, scooting him back. None of that. None of that. Natural play position of the play. You can base a line, you can shift, you can do whatever you need to get him in position, but manual movement is only for one player. One player only. So you can show blitz. If they naturally show blitz and they come into the gaps, like on a 2-4-5, that's okay. But safeties can come into the box, or you can control the safety. That's fine. You can still control the safety, but this is your user defender right here. Once he's in the box and you stay on him, that's your user defender right there. Now, as far as this loop blitz shit, looping is an actual stunt of defenders. So I don't see it as a major violation if you are this defender here and you are actual linebacker and you stunt around to go to the QB. But if your linebacker is 88 speed or over, you're not allowed to use the stunt blitz at all, because that comes into cornerback speed, and we all know cornerbacks have more foot speed than offensive linemen. So 87 speed, I'll say, is about cornerback average speed. So if your linebacker has 87 speed or higher, you are not allowed to do any type of blitzing with the loop stunt at all, because that's a disadvantage toward the AI. You will win every time. But if you have a linebacker 84, 85 speed, cross blitzing is an actual stunt in the NFL, so it's not like it's illegal. So you are able to do that. But as I said before, you can only have one manual user defender. So you can show blitz, you can swap, and I know sometimes incidental contact happens. You may move somebody a little bit and then move back. That's okay. We're talking about major violations where somebody's scooting somebody somewhere and trying to manipulate, the play art, the natural play art. That's illegal. You cannot do that. You cannot move here and then you scoot here. No, you cannot do all that. You cannot pull him back over here and then come back. No, you cannot do that. That's illegal. So we see this again. We're going to be cracking down on violations for it, because it's not hard. You play straight up defense with natural play art, natural position, and if you have to move anybody, globally move. Globally move. See, my whole defense movement. This is an example of players can be in the gap. They can be in the gap on natural play art. They cannot be on the gap when you manipulate them on AI manipulation. And that's about all, guys. So if any questions, I went through this thoroughly. I hope this answers all questions about this gameplay. And it's not hard to ask questions if you don't understand, but we're going to start cracking down on this because the playoffs are coming, and we want clean playoff play come playoff time. So safety's into the box. Oops. And one user defender who can free roam wherever the hell you want to free roam with. Wherever you want to go, wherever you feel your opponent's going to go with the ball, you can go there. I think he's going to go to the slot on Devontae Adams. I'll stand right here. I'm not blitzing. I'm in coverage. As you can see, I'm in coverage. There we go. I split my line. I still pinch the linebackers. Contain. You can do all these things from global assignments. And that's about all, folks. Take care. Good luck week 12.